I've been waiting all week for some SFL action. On a big screen, I feel like I'm Ashley Jackson. Quarterback sneak, 4th and 3, man, what's happening? Touchdown, championships trying to stack. I've been waiting all week for some SFL action. On a big screen, I feel like I'm Ashley Jackson. Quarterback sneak, 4th and 3, man, what's happening? Touchdown, championships trying to stack them. Rushing like a bullet into the end zone. Defense, hold up, no scoring in the red zone. Throw it up, pick 6, I feel like I'm Josh Rowe. Throwing dimes over the shoulder, think I'm Jack Winmo. I need me back to back, trying to be like Vulture. Cause a storm, cause I'm mighty, it's in the culture. Esports TV, YouTube, Twitch, SFL live tuning, you don't wanna miss. I've been waiting all week for some SFL action. On a big screen, I feel like I'm Ashley Jackson. Quarterback sneak, 4th and 3, man, what's happening? Touchdown, championships trying to stack. I've been waiting all week for some SFL action. On a big screen, I feel like I'm Ashley Jackson. Quarterback sneak, 4th and 3, man, what's happening? Touchdown, championships trying to stack them. Next level like my entertainment. NXT on the stream, 8 p.m. on the beat. Catch me on the cam like I'm SFL commence. Yeah, you only got one chance, you can never miss. For the glory, revolution, feel my fury. Cause I'm a legend out in Canton, and I'm playing with dragons. I'm the king of this legion. SFL action, tuning this season.
Kickoff! Are you kidding me?
All they're gonna need is
Big pop, it's up in the air!
Oh,
There it goes!
That's how Chico City's gonna win! Is there a goal? Taser power! Touchdown!
I've been waiting all week for some SFL action. On a big screen, I feel like I'm Ashley Jackson. Quarterback sneak, 4th and 3, man, what's happening? Touchdown, championships trying to stack. I've been waiting all week for some SFL action. On a big screen, I feel like I'm Ashley Jackson. Quarterback sneak, 4th and 3, man, what's happening? Touchdown, championships trying to stack them.
And welcome to the SFL studios. I'm Cameron Irvine, and this is the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music on Next Level Sports. The final week of the regular season is here, is ongoing, and is wild as ever. Earlier today, the unbeaten London Knights, as you see on the graphic there to your right, have lost to Motor City, who was a 20.5-point underdog, 38-31. London, it fails to become the first unbeaten team in the SFL since 2018. They fall. San Diego nearly set multiple passing and receiving records in their 51-37 win over Denver. Both of those teams were eliminated from the playoffs. Good afternoon to all of you. Today, Las Vegas takes on Arizona, and the winner wins the West Division and clinches a playoff spot. You can see over on the right in the playoff standings after Friday night's games, Arizona is your current 6th seed, a slim margin of strength of victory over Florida as of the start of today. Vegas is down at that should be 6-5 as the number 11 seed, along with Houston at 6-5, the number 12 seed, clinging to a playoff spot. We'll get to the rest of the playoff picture in a moment, but tonight Vegas and Arizona hit the field. Vegas has won 5 consecutive meetings. They were just on Next Level Sports last week and only scored 3 points on offense in a 30-17 loss to Atlanta. But Doug Britton was electric with a kick return and a punt return for a touchdown in that defeat. And Atlanta now 6-6, or 6-6 after yesterday. We'll get to those highlights at the half. Is in pretty decent shape to try and cling on to one of the final playoff spots that are available. Let's look at the bottom of that playoff picture. The last 6 in, like I said, Vegas and Houston 6-5 coming into the week, as is Tulsa. And actually, no wonder why it no wonder why we didn't have that updated. Because we have to update that graphic. There it is. Atlanta and Canton are just on the outside looking in. As of earlier today, Canton has actually jumped Atlanta temporarily in that strength of victory department. And then Tulsa and Lone Star have to play tomorrow for all the marbles. You could see the strength of victories for seeds for the division winners, this is these are seeds 5, 6, 7, and 8 right now. Look how close that is. Vancouver can't move up too much without a bunch of those teams losing, but Sioux Falls 465, Arizona 461, Florida 458. And when you're talking about strength of victory, any result around the league can affect those SOVs. And when you've got tiebreakers amongst division winners of this magnitude, SOV could come into play. You also have the crazy SOVs at the bottom of the standings here. We'll get that up in a moment, but it is really insane. Tulsa, Lone Star, Atlanta, and Canton. Just how close they are to each other. And there it is right there. Coming into the day, Atlanta 432, Canton 419, Tulsa 414, Lone Star 413. If all of those teams end up 6-6, that's going to be a mess to sort out. And you can check out the SFL scenario show tonight at 11:15 p.m. Eastern after our triple header of work today on the SFL's YouTube channel. So that's a look at everything going on around the SFL. I'll be back at the half to recap the best of Friday and talk a little more about Vegas, Arizona, and the playoff picture. Coming up next, the Las Vegas Fury, the Arizona Scorpions. Colin Northrup, Rick Northrup on the call. It's the final week of the SFL's 19th regular season. Don't go anywhere. Action starts next.
Next Level Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the Simulation Football League.
You're looking at a beautiful shot of the Arizona desert as we will decide the winner of the Simulation Football League's Western Division as the Arizona Scorpions take on the Las Vegas Fury.
That was the actual road that goes through Arizona.
Welcome to Fatality Field here in Phoenix, Arizona. The Scorpions looking to secure a division title with an 8th win. Vegas looking to also secure a division title with win number 7. These teams certainly know each other well. It's good to be back, along with our statistician Zach Holdorf and executive producer extraordinaire Cameron Irvine. I'm Colin Northup. Rick Northup is back in the booth with me.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Arizona.
These two teams played a high-scoring thriller, 51-33 earlier in the season, won by Vegas at Silver State Stadium. Arizona trying to get a measure of revenge and a division title to go along with it.
There's your coin toss.
And Ashley Jackson chooses to kick, so we'll see the defense. On the field first, Rick, it's good to have you back in the booth.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. I've been traveling quite a bit for my other job, and it's great to be here on the last regular season weekend, as you said, Colin. The road to the West goes through Arizona, the Silver State Stadium. Let's get this puppy underway.
Cliff Allen to kick off to the ever-dangerous Doug Britton. Had a kickoff and punt return last week versus Atlanta. Is an electric player, and he'll get wrapped up at the 25. And Joseph Green, who's within the top 5 SFL quarterbacks with touchdown passes with 28, will be on the field first. Scott Johnson is his tailback.
Did you just give Doug Britton a new nickname? Dangerous Doug. Danger is my business. It's like the guy, I told the guy on ABC. Danger is my business. Name that movie. All right. First cultural reference. Let's go.
Split back formation, 3 wide receivers. Green back to throw. And he's nearly sacked on the play by Dede Sachs. And that's a good segue to introduce the rest of the Arizona defense. Alex Constantine, the other defensive end. Hunter Norwood, defensive tackle. David Tilley is the other defensive tackle. Sean Moore, J.R. Lawless are the linebackers. Corners are Iverson Gamble, Parker Thomas, and Everett Garrison. Free safety is Malise Lloyd. And, of course, the Hall of Famer Eddie Gage back there patrolling the strong safety position. Throw over the middle. Oh, it's incomplete. As intended for Doug Britton. Among his targets, joining Britton, are Mason Kirby, who's number 2 in the league in receiving yards with over 1,700. John Blades, number 81, and the rookie Willie Taver Jr. Hubbard Kimbrell is the fullback. Jackson Roberts is the tight end. Green in the shotgun by himself. 3rd and 10 from 25. He's back to throw. Fires the corner out. Caught on the play by Kirby. Out to the Arizona 47. It'll be a first down on Las Vegas.
That was a nice little unexpected chunk play, Colin.
And for Green, he struggled through the air last week through 4 interceptions on 16 of 32 passing. We'll have to get that going. Scott Johnson was also held in check, just 12 carries for 28 yards. Throw over the middle, caught again by Kirby, and Kirby spins ahead to the 43-yard line.
Second time they've gone over the middle, Colin. Let's see if that's a theme for the offensive game plan for the Fury.
Kirby is tied with Scott Johnson for most receptions on the team, 74. Green hit again as he throws. This time, it's Alex Constantine.
Emperor Constantine.
3rd and 6. And for Las Vegas on offense, they're only converting 47% on 3rd down. Arizona allowing 57% on 3rd down. That's only 19th best. They're 18th in takeaways and in turnovers.
4 wide for Las Vegas. Don't look now.
Play action. Green over the middle, and nobody was home. I think he was looking for Scott Johnson, but a miscommunication.
Do you think that ball was tipped, or did he just kind of intentionally ground it out there in no man's land?
We'll have the punter on the field, one of a handful of guys, 4-time All-Star Dustin McCrack. set to punt this one away to Arizona.
No pressure.
Gets it away. Oh, in the end zone. Just a little too strong.
Didn't have enough backspin on that pitching wedge. So that thing turns over and goes into the end zone. Well, Colin, let's see what Arizona might be featuring for us. Let's see what's on offer from the Scorpions tonight.
Ashley Jackson is the quarterback. Of course, she got a much publicized promotion to co-owner alongside Eddie Gage this offseason. DJ Moses is one touch. The second is one touchdown away from career high. He has 9. Tonto Rivera is the fullback as Jackson fires out a diving catch out of bounds by TJ Punk rather, as he gets 7 yards. It'll be second and 3.
Call that a catch. It looked like his feet were off the ground before he actually possessed the ball on that reception. Look at me talking all football-y.
And we get our first visit from R62 as head coach John Bond immediately throws the challenge flag. This will give us a good look.
Yeah, see?
No, the feet did not touch.
Yeah, no, not scared of throwing that challenge flag.
Right on the first play from scrimmage in Vegas. Well, turns up aces.
There you go. Buy yourself a lottery ticket.
Ryan Owens, Jay Hayden, and Connor Weston, along with Punk, are the receivers. Tight end is Will Todd. They have 3 offensive linemen. Left tackle Sean Crooked. Right tackle EJ DeQ. And in his second season with the Scorpions, his left guard is Patrick Kelly. Here's the throw in the middle, caught. First down for the Scorpions. That's Weston on the reception. And we'll introduce you to the Las Vegas defense.
Well, Arizona uncorked some mildly spicy chunk play there of their own early in the game.
Sam Jagger and DJ Majesty are defensive ends. Michael Rui, a first-round draft pick, is the defensive tackle along with A.K. Jones. Jared Crow, John Oresis, and Dave Drury are the linebackers. Chris Megel, Merrick Itera are the corners. Justin Raside and Sean Allen are the free safeties. And Luke Swift, the rookie, and Max Jackson are the strong safeties. Should note, Rashawn Allen is playing his former team. Spent his first 4 years in the league with the Scorpions. He's a one-time All-Star back in season 16. Jackson, tipped and incomplete. Tipped away by Allen. He read that like a book.
Yeah, you talk about Luke Swift being a rookie. Well, here we are in the last game of the regular season, and at this point, kind of got a whole season under their belt. So the rookie tag becomes less and less important as we progress our way through the schedule.
And the Scorpions, on offense, they're the number 1 third down offense, 67%.
Really?
5th in total yards per game at 413.
That's terrific.
Jackson back to throw, fires down the field. Knocked away. Weston, the intended receiver, and Arizona will be forced to.
I'm not sure what happened on that, Colin, but there were a couple of receivers in the same area, and they seemed to drag about 4 defenders with them. Let's look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 defenders in the area.
Max Jackson, one of the team's original players on the SWAT there, able to get a hand on it. And Doug Britton, we told you he had a punt return last week versus Atlanta. This guy is real dangerous.
Dangerous Doug. The Spicoli of punt returners.
Over under 59.5. Arizona 2.5 point favorite at home, according to our friends over at Jack's Data. Britton calls the fair catch at the 36.
Well, we've had a couple of possessions now, and seen each team's offensive and defensive units. Colin, I want to remind everybody the Rick Meter has made the arduous trip down to Arizona. I think the staff plays golf all the way down, and then they call it a hard trip. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, the Rick Meter's here. They'll be watching the activity, be getting ready to provide you quality predictions as to the outcome of this contest.
They had the ball for 7 plays, only drove it 32 yards last time. It's Green's back to throw, fires, and it'll be complete along the sidelines For about an 8-yard pickup, John Blades hauls it in and makes it look easy.
See if his feet were down. And
Ooh, they were down. They never left the ground.
I don't know. Did he get him in? No challenge flag being offered. Off we go. 2nd and 2.
We have split backs. 3 wide receivers, 2 in the slot, 1 to the bottom. Britton on the spot route is knocked away.
Wow. I thought at least one of those backs was going to go out into a pattern column. But they stayed back there to pass protect, and there was no business for them. They were sad.
Third and 2 from the 43, offset I. 1 tight end on the line of scrimmage. Here's Green back to throw. The backs leak out of the backfield, but they go to the receiver instead. It's a diving reception. There's Blades again. Hauls it in for the first down at the 37.
Really nice route and catch there. Had to extend himself a little bit. Well, as we see it here again, nicely done.
This receiving core for Vegas is enormous. Willie Tarver Jr. 6'4". John Blades is also 6'4". Kirby 6'5".
Wow.
Jackson Roberts is 6'4", and Doug Britton's even 6'1", as the throw will be intercepted.
Apparently not tall enough there.
Intercepted and returned back to their own 19-yard line. The Scorpions get the takeaway, and it's Maurice Lloyd from her safety spot, and she made that one look easy.
Just good positioning and early look over the shoulder for the ball, and guess what I found? Timely drive-killing interception as Las Vegas was threatening to move into some scoring position there.
So it's now the 5th interception in the last game and change for Joseph Green, including last week. Green, that is now interception 36 on the season. As a one-handed catch over the middle, that is Will Todd, the tight end.
Where does 36 picks fit into the league? That's got to be, is that number 1? I mean, that's like over 2 a game on average. Am I wrong?
That is near the bottom of the league. It's last.
Last, there we go. That's right.
As Jackson turns, gives to Moses, and Moses will get tackled in the backfield for a loss of 1. The season part for that time, Day Drury on the stop. Maybe he should have used his staff a little bit more to help clear the way. 3rd and 4 for Arizona. They're already 0-1 on 3rd down. This is their second opportunity. Jackson, quick drop. This will be an outcut. Punk turns up the field and picks up the first down at the 32. Tackle made by Megel.
CM Punk's brother with a nice spin move there. Post line to gain.
Let's hope he doesn't cause any locker room fights and causing people to bust down his door and other crazy shenanigans.
There you go. I don't know if people will understand that one, but good on you. As a swing pass out in the flat.
Moses has room, and he gets 4 yards to 38. Itera combining with a few others. Crow, I think, on the tackle. It'll be 2nd down and 4, and that's exactly what they need. Positive play on 1st down. Free wide. Jackson over the middle. Caught. First down is Todd to the 43.
If you're new to the SFL, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game into one. Team strategies are being executed in real time by our simulations as real-life players compete on the virtual gridiron. For more information about the SFL, visit our website at www.simulationfl.net. The SFL, we put the fan in fantasy.
3 tight ends on the field. Moses on the run. He'll pick up 2. The Las Vegas defense only gives up 95 rush yards a game coming in. And for Arizona, they average 104. So far for Moses, he's got a little tough time getting going. Just 3 carries for 2 yards here in the early going. Gets the swing pass here and will be tackled just at the line of scrimmage by Drury, setting up 3rd and 8.
The woes continue. I think Moses really needs to have the C part on one of these plays. Nothing. I got nothing but a fist shake. Thank you, everybody who laughed at
Empty gun straight. Jackson finds a receiver. It's Todd for the first down, and Will Todd is being productive earlier. That's already his 3rd catch. They get the first down to the 46.
Well, we finally have a bit of a drive here in this game, Colin. Possessing the ball, matriculating down the field over the 50 to the plus side of the
3 catches for 19 yards, long of 8. Jackson again fires.
Wow.
This is the backup running back. In for Moses, hauls it in.
So we're just going to run those concepts into the ground.
That is London Gage. Backup tailback calls it in and loses 2 yards. And we're at 9 plays, 31 yards. Drive started at the Arizona 19. Moses is back in, gets the carry, and gains the lost yardage back from the previous play. So we're back to where we started. It's DJ Majesty in on the tackle. It'll be a 3rd and 10. Majesty, 6.5 sacks, 30 tackles, 10 TFLs. Productive player. Right behind Michael Rui in sacks. Rui has 7. Throws over the middle. Catch made, but it'll be short of the sticks. That is Jay Hayden hauls it in. And it'll be 4th and 4. Not the result they were looking for. Doug Britton awaits this punt again from Arizona.
Yeah, kind of stuck in no man's land. Don't want to try it, apparently, as they punt it away.
Jay Hayden's the assistant head coach off the field for Eddie Gage as this punt lands at the 4.
Hey, the SFL Network is coming to the ESTV Plus app. 24/7 SFL programming will include content created by the community, the SFL's greatest games from the archives, exclusive network content, and live SFL regular season games. Download the ESTV Plus app on your Android or iPhone, or on your TV through Roku, Amazon Fire, Vizio, and more. The SFL Network, where SFL creators come together.
Here's Scott Johnson on the carry, and Johnson only able to pick up 2 out to the 6-yard line before being brought down by the man they call the big dog, Sean Moore, number 95. Offset single back is Scott Johnson. Johnson will take the stretch handoff. And again he runs into Moore, this time at the 12 to set up a 3rd and very short. Vegas 3rd down efficiency so far, 2 of 3. Can they pick up what is their 3rd first down?
They're gonna throw.
Again, they're gonna throw deep. Oh, knocked away. Iverson Gamble almost came up with the trump card there, and McCrack will have to punt from his own end zone.
Colin, your thoughts on taking a deep shot on 3rd and 1 backed up in shadow of your own end zone.
I don't like it. It's too risky for me.
Exactly. Very short yardage. Have to move the sticks or you're going to do this. Punt from your own end zone.
Punt is away from a crack. Good hang time, over 4 seconds.
Yep, and that good defensive combination of good defense and unusual play calling combines to give your Arizona Scorpions the ball nearly at midfield. Yeah, functionally. I guess if you're over the 45, are you at midfield?
They're at the 46 is where they mark it.
Yeah.
They're on 46.
Designate the 5 yards on each side of the 50 as midfield. Let's just do that. Show of hands. Motion carries.
Offset high formation. Jackson fires out to Rivera, the fullback. And the fullback hauls it in for a 3-yard pickup. De Drury records yet another stop. Arizona trying to get everyone involved. Ryan Owens is the only one without a reception so far. Everybody has at least one.
Wow. As we're getting down to the end of the first quarter, Colin, has this been a quick first quarter to you?
It certainly feels like it as Moses. Ooh, a spin move in the hole. Went back toward the middle. He set up a third.
Seems like at one of those rotations, this triple force would have forced the ball away from his body and over the line again.
We've reached the end of the first quarter. You're watching the Simulation Football League on Next, presented by APM Music here on Next Level Sports. Welcome back to Phoenix, Arizona. Scoreless first quarter. The host Scorpions facing a 3rd and 1 to give off to DJ Moses the second, and he easily picks it up and hosts more yardage to the 39. Tackle made by Crow. Rick and Colin Northup here on commentary with you, along with Justin Reside and Zach Holdorf, our statisticians, keeping track of all the facts and figures, along with Cameron Irvine,
So,
our producer.
yes. Sorry, I didn't mean to step on you there, Colin. So I noticed Las Vegas didn't score any points in that quarter. What's up with that?
That is now 5 quarters in which they've scored only a field goal offensively. Remember the 2 touchdowns last week since Atlanta came off with special teams as Ryan Owens hauls in his first grab here early in the second. Welcome to the ball game, young man.
Wow, that's interesting. That explains why Arizona fans are rooting for just a score. Maybe the first Arizona score wins the game, unless Las Vegas gets their motor running. Heads out on the highway.
5-yard pickup.
Yes.
And there by Punk. It'll be 2nd and 5. Sounded like I was going through puberty again there for a second. Strong eye formation. Here's the give off to Moses again. Breaks through it. Tackle. Oh, almost broke through it before getting tackled at the 12 by Jackson.
Colin, you had noted earlier how they had kind of missed Moses' production in that first quarter, and don't look now, but he may be getting his motor running.
He's now up to 26 yards and 7 carries. Take a look at the yards. Fairly even. Vegas has more yards per play. Arizona leads the way in rushing and passing. Oh, one-handed interception. Merrick Itera got it. And then he was tattooed on the ground, and he might have gotten injured on the way down. Oh, dear.
Oh, no. Let's hope he gets up. Get up.
He was just playing a flat defender, and Ryan Owens just laid the wood on him.
Yeah, and Itera sort of dogged him a little bit, played off. He must have had an inkling or a feeling, maybe it was film study, that play, where that ball was going to go, and he waited and then uncoiled himself like a Nevada Rattler.
1 tight end on field is Roberts. Green fires.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
He threw it right back. Everett Garrison takes the ball away and gets Arizona the football right back in primo field position. What is going on here in the desert?
Well, that's a fresh set of downs functionally for your Arizona Scorpions. Just backed up a little bit on the field.
It'll be interesting to see because Itera's only one of 2 contracted corners out there. So they have to reach a little bit in their reserves. Let's see if Arizona can take advantage of that lack of situation. Less than advantageous situation for Vegas. Jackson fires over the middle. Well, that's a one-handed grab by Jay Hayden. His second catch of the day, picks up 8 yards. It'll be 2nd and 2.
Suddenly a circus broke out at the football game, Colin.
We're having people leap through the greatest of ease. I'm waiting for
It's a high wire act here, tied at 0. Here with 8:30 to go in the second quarter.
2nd and 2. Moses on the carry. Couple of spins. 2 spins. Up for the first down to the 23.
Well, they needed Moses to have a few more yards on that, obviously. I'm going to keep feeding him. I have a sneaky suspicion. By the way, the Rick meter is still waiting for something to happen. They're officially at neutral at this point in the game.
I thought they would be like that one Led Zeppelin song, Dazed and Confused, with all the crazy swings that have gone on. Jackson fires out to, that is Weston. And they'll gain 9.5 yards on play. It'll be 2nd and less than 1. Connor Weston.
A solid route there.
Picture perfect.
Gets himself wide open. I think catches, who's that, 50 for Las Vegas? That's John Osiris. A little flat-footed there.
Ball is
Anytime you could get a DB on a wideout or a linebacker on a wideout, you know you got something there. And Ashley Jackson recognizes that.
Jackson with 3 tight ends in the formation, turns, gives to Moses. He has the first down easily. He'll get down to the 8 where it'll be 1st and goal.
You know, Ashley Jackson, one of the sweetest people in the league. Always warm and friendly and nice to talk to, but get her on the field, Colin. She's a competitor. She's coming after you, and I think we saw that. Seen that on several reads so far.
Moses again on the carry. He stopped the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Rudy, number 75, on the it. Rookie defensive tackle. Playing that 3 technique. A hammer with Moses again.
It's 3rd and goal. Where are they spotting this thing? On the 3.
That is now 11 carries for Moses.
Las Vegas trying to hold them to just a field goal attempt here.
Cliff Allen is their kicker. Back to throw.
Oh.
Out in the flat to Rivera, the fullback, and he catches a touchdown. And Arizona breaks through the scoring deadlock, and as he crosses, wait for it, zip lane.
Zip lane has broken the plane. The first one to do so in this contest.
And for Rivera, his second catch is good for 6 points. Jackson is 14 of 18. 15 of 19 for 84 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. And for Mr. Rivera, with no carries recorded, but that's his first touchdown of the year. Extra point good, 7-0. 6:07 to go in the first half.
The SFL weekly fantasy contest is officially up and running. Think you can draft the best team every week while staying under the salary cap, or maybe you just want to enhance your SFL experience. Free to play, no season-long commitment, and a new contest opens every week on Tuesday night. Join now and show off your fantasy skills to the rest of the league. Contact Jack Wall, Stephen Hacker, or Hunter Norwood to join today.
And the return up the middle by Britt. Has room, gets through. Dunkwin breaks the tackle of the kicker before he's brought down behind at the 43. Oh boy, was he this close to busting it open.
I don't call him dangerous for nothing, Colin, and maybe that's the spark Las Vegas O needs.
Old-fashioned 5-6-man wedge. Somehow gets through all the traffic. Cliff Allen does just enough to slow him down before one of the reserve backers gets him.
Wow. Well, let's see. With a tick under 6 minutes to go in the second quarter, Las Vegas trying to keep pace with your hometown Arizona Scorpions.
Green only 4-12, 64 yards. He threw those 2 picks, and down he goes. It's sack time. Hunter Norwood on the sack. And he feels like shooting a little basketball because he got nothing but net on that one.
Yeah, just comes up from the blind side and beat his man.
It's his fifth and a half sack on the year. At 4.5 coming in.
Is that right? Interesting.
Lost of 4 on the play. It'll be second down and 14 from the 40. Green. Ducks under. Throws! Oh, we almost threw an interception right to Hall of Famer Eddie Gage, but Deuce Scoop says, get that mess out of here.
Yes, he does.
3rd and 14 pass intended for Kirby. In Vegas, all of a sudden they feel like they got to be running in place.
Yeah, suddenly it's 3rd and 14.
Let's see what they dial up here. Green fires. Intercepted again. This is Everett Garrison. His second pick pass intended for Blades. And oh boy, Green has the hat-trick already.
Let's get a better look at it here. Wow, I was going to say, is it underthrown, but maybe a little? Probably should have actually led the receiver a little bit, as the defender's vertical jumps up to bite him.
Empty shotgun. Moses in the slot. 4-3 defense counter from Vegas. Showing blitz, they bluff out of it. Jackson fires. Ooh, knocked down, incomplete. This is Megal. Mercatera broke his arm and will be done for the rest of the game. And for a team fighting to stay under that 6-6 quagmire that was shown earlier, that is not good.
Not a good sign. The fractured dreams of Las Vegas are sitting right there. They obviously are going to have to rise up and play better.
Again offside. Free play. Jackson down the middle. It's going to be knocked away, but it'll be free 5 yards. I believe that was A.K. Jones who jumped out.
Hey, the SFL produces over 400 live events each year, but don't miss community content creators and their creations. Tuesday, October 11th, join Dave Axis and the Axis Live crew as the show returns for a special Season 19 playoff preview show. To check out archived versions of community shows, visit simulationfl.net and click the logo of your favorite form of SFL entertainment on our homepage.
Dave Axis, of course, ascending to the team presidency of the San Diego Mavericks, who put up a banana 51 points against Denver in their earlier game, as described by Cam Irvine himself. Man, that offense was fun to watch. As the pass over the middle tipped in incomplete, Will Todd, the intended receiver, but Solomon Crow had other ideas and redirected the throw. Las Vegas has won the last 5 meetings between these two teams. Arizona trying to turn the luck in their favor. 4 wide receivers. Jackson in the gun fires. Over the middle, Hayden with a leaping grab at the 46.
And that was a rocket over the middle. Had to be sure hands there, and that's dangerous. Those hard throws like that in traffic, if they carry them or ricochet off the receiver's hands, Colin, that's your classic, jump ball tip drill thing.
Jackson under center. 1 receiver out, that's Punk. Oh, and Rivera showing off the fancy hands and hops now. He gets a one-handed grab for 3 yards.
Cyrus then chokes him down to the ground as he ends up getting his arm around underneath his face mask, around his neck as part of the tackle form.
See the numbers for Jackson. 1 touchdown. Of course, he threw that interception. 17 completions on 23 attempts. She'll hand off there to Moses. Moses breaks the tackle. There goes DJ Moses down the sideline, and he'll be tackled at the 13 by Drew.
Wills himself through that first tackle attempt. Right there. Trying to do an arm tackle instead of unable to work leverage and physics in the defender's favor. DJ Moses laughs, both arms around the ball as he trundles down the field.
Long run of 15 yards on the play, longest run by Moses there. He's in the backfield. Split backs. Jackson throws middle. Oh, had Will Todd open for a moment, but zipped the ball too tall.
Yeah,
incomplete.
The rare sort of little too errant of a throw from Jackson.
Had her feet set, but maybe just a little bit more of a mustard shot.
And arguing against my own supposition, maybe she saw that was really well covered and just zip it out the back of the end zone and try again here.
Here's Jackson. Power play to Moses. Moses to the end zone. Touchdown. He sets a new career high. That's number 10 on the year.
Wow.
And the DJ's breaking down in the end zone.
Just untouched into the end zone.
What a beautiful play. He wasn't touched the entire way he was there. got a brilliant block from his right tackle, a block downfield, and he scores the second touchdown as Arizona now looks to stretch the lead up to 14 with this extra point.
And I've just been handed this from the Rick meter. The Rick meter is officially going lean Arizona. Rick meter pointing in the direction of Arizona to win this game. Not a full commitment yet, but it is lean Arizona.
But Valens PAT with 3:25 to go in the first half is up and good.
Well, now Vegas desperately needs to break their scoring drought. Or get out of the scoring desert, shall we say, since 3 points are present in the last 5 quarters, but they're at risk of going three points for 6 quarters here. They don't do something in the next 3:25 of game time.
Offensively, yes.
Yes, on the offense.
But
I appreciate the clarity. Their defense has scored.
there's special teams.
Special teams. So special. So special.
Doug Britton returns it up to the 22, and taking a look at Joseph Green's numbers, it's been a tough day. He's almost as many completions to the other team as he has his own team.
Oh, that's rough. That's rough. Well, he right here. Let's go. He's going to reverse the trend.
Trips to the top, play action. Green turns, fires. There's a completion. It's good to John Blades. See the yards there.
That was actually a good-looking football play with a quality ball fake on play action and then a reverse spin and fires and throws a nice ball for a 7-yard pickup.
Again, they go 2 tight ends. Next to the left tackle. That makes it the strong side. Throw it down the middle. Jackson Roberts with a spinning one-handed catch, and that's the first time we called his name today, Rick.
That's right, and that's 2 completions in a row. Here we go.
Of course, any points would do, but they would really love 7 at this juncture.
Not gonna lie, for real.
Throw out to Britton, who has to fall down to make the grab before he's touchdown at the 43 after a pickup of 5. That's an interesting rule in pro football, Dad, that you have to be touched by the defender before you're declared down, unlike in college.
It's all about the points. That's why defensive backs can't really do much.
Johnson, carry, and he'll get stopped in the backfield, loss of 2. You've reached the 2-minute warning. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music on Next Level Sports. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Phoenix, Arizona. As the Las Vegas Fury trying to rally out of a 14-0 deficit. Have Joseph Green throws it out of bounds 2 yards short of 6 to Kirby.
Coming up on the 8 p.m. Music Halftime Report, Cameron Irvine is back at SFL Studios to highlight Friday games from around the SFL, discuss the up-to-date playoff picture, good luck, and update you on action down on the Gulf Coast between Florida and Louisiana. It's all coming up on the 8 p.m. Music Halftime Report.
Lots of scenarios to sort through. It's an unenviable task, and you may have all the metrics in the world. At the end of the day, it turns out to be a tangled web more often than not. A return by, is that Punk? Yes. Or that Owens? Yes. Down to the 15.
Well, I got a box of sharpened Dixon Ticonderoga pencils and a big thick notepad. I'll be taking notes and scribbling furiously, trying to keep up with Cam and all the information that he dispenses.
First and 10 from the 15. Jackson over the middle. Nice catch. Will Todd, the tight end.
You know what's funny about that? That play called for what was a 7-step drop, and the receiver was open before, and she wanted to throw it before she got to the end of her drop. It was like almost instantaneous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Fire that thing. Normally, when they take a deep drop, there's some development coming, but that was too easy for Jackson.
Yeah. Throw out to Moses, good for 5, and they'll run the hurry up here. As we now cross the 60-second threshold, left and a half. Moses again, 2 spins, but he got his clock clean, picked up the first down. Still no timeouts being called.
Well, I think they want to see how far they can get down the field, Colin.
Well, they go to the other side now with the Vera can't get out of bounds. Before they finally call timeout at midfield with 38 seconds left.
Right. Was the extra 3 yards worth having to burn the timeout? Probably not, but that's the way it went down.
That's the way it goes.
That's the. And the ref goes tweet.
What shotgun look? Back either side of Jackson. She's back to throw. This will be an outside to Weston. Can't get out of bounds, but got the first down. 30 seconds and counting now.
We'll take that. Another, 20 yards to get.
Throw out of bounds. This is Punk.
This is 2nd and 1.
Field goal kicker is Cliff Allen, who's 18 of 18 on the year. Mid-pack in terms of both attempts and makes, but is about as reliable as they come in terms of field goal kickers.
I don't know what the range is, though. That's one thing I didn't pick up in my film study. Unfortunately, I realize as I look at my notes here.
It was 2nd and 1. Probably get exactly at the 30 to be really comfortable for sure. They try to get beyond that, and that was almost caught by both teams 2 or 3 different times. Sean Allen almost got his hands on it. Yikes. Will Todd, the intended receiver.
The Arizona sideline breathes a sigh of relief as they're sniffing at least a field goal here. At that near interception.
One receiver to the wing. Jackson fires. Complete.
Oh, we'll have to burn a timeout as they do pick up the first down, as you can see there, but
Reserve tight end gets it out to exactly the 30.
they need to preserve their time.
This is Longley on the reception for Arizona. And they're not going to screw around. They're going to go for the field goal right now.
Stop your messing around.
Trying to make this 17-0 from the left hatch.
Just like Rudy, they want to think about their future.
Snap. Spot kick is on the way. It's good from 46 yards. They'll call it 17-0.
Well, that's a classic strategy move for Arizona as they now make it a 3-possession game, if you will, heading into halftime. Obviously pending Arizona burning off the last 9 seconds of the quarter. Anything can happen.
Remember, Vegas started with the ball, so they get the opportunity to Bill Belichick favorite to double dip.
Arizona does.
Arizona does.
Yes.
Kickoff. Yard out of his end zone. Coming out is Britton up the middle. Cuts to the 20 and will be marked down at the 24.
4 seconds left. Just time enough for one play. Will it be a kneel down or
some kind of run?
Yeah, some kind of systemized lateral running around play.
Here is Joseph Green. Ben, not exactly the most productive. He does have 86 yards, but only on 8 completions is Johnson. Will get stopped the line of scrimmage. Halftime reached here in Phoenix. You're watching the Simulation Football League on Next Level Sports. Stay tuned for the halftime show with Cameron.
Welcome back to SFL Studios for the APM Music Halftime Report. I'm Cameron Irvine, and it is at the half. Arizona leading Vegas 17-0. Las Vegas, in their previous meeting this season, scored 51 on Arizona. Goose egg in the first half, and their offense has produced 3 points in the last 6 quarters. This is a bad time to have some issues with your offense, as 6-6 may not do it. Vegas is in 11th place right now, on the fringe of making the playoffs. A win would get them the West Division title and lock it up with a sweep over Arizona. A loss sends them into 6-6 purgatory, where a lot of teams now reside, thanks to Friday night. The best of Friday. Queen City and Canton starts us off, and look at Robert Johnson get off me to the end zone for the score. Canton and Queen City, both 5-6 coming into this football game. Cameron Curtis, late in the first half, starts to develop an interception problem with Canton up 10-3. That pass picked off by Ted Haynes, and then O.J. Bruin to Stephen McMichaels ties the game up at 10. Oh, the interceptions weren't done. Still second quarter. Cameron Curtis hands it off to Robert Johnson, and Johnson scores, puts Canton back up 17-10. That's the good for Canton. Here's the bad. Start of the second half, first drive to open up the half. Winner gets to 6-6, keeps themselves alive in the playoffs. Picked off again. That's Ted Haynes down the field. Next series after Queen City does nothing with that turnover. Picked again. This is Mike Jones with the interception to the 37-yard line. Kendra Hall with a nice form tackle. Guess what? Queen City does nothing with that interception. Curtis once more. Oh, what a play. King Jamal with the interception. But Queen City's inability to take advantage of these turnovers from Cameron Curtis would be their downfall. 17-13, fourth quarter. Curtis to Kendra Hall. Finally gets one through. Ted Haynes misses the tackle. Hall is gone to the house. Canton would clean it up and get the win. They improve to 6-6, keep their playoff hopes alive, win 31-16. Battle for the Carolinas. It's the Carolina Skyhawks against the Charleston Predators. First drive of the game for Charleston ends in the second quarter. Keith Swearingen with that reception goes up 7-6. Now Matt South, jump ball. Harish Prasad with the touchdown. And Carolina takes the lead. Charleston would answer right back and quickly. Kentez Johnson, Dusty Rourke over the top of the defense. Now in a foot race. I got to get in there. Couldn't get there. Past the 20 to the 18-yard line, and Rourke and the Predators are back in the red zone. Very next play with 3 minutes to go in the first half. Johnson, Swearingen, count how many times Swearingen is contacted. That's 0. Touchdown for Charleston. They take the lead. Late third quarter. Kentez Johnson looking for an 8-point lead. Picked off Tristan Hatley in the back of the end zone. Now on fourth down 20-14. Charleston goes for it. They can't get it. Carolina gets the win, and they go to 6-6. How about another? Atlanta 5-6, looking to get to 6-6, keep their playoff hopes alive. First possession, Jay Miraculous with a miraculous play down the sideline. 30-20. Hang on. That's a touchdown for Atlanta. They go up 7-0. This was a wild and wacky first quarter. Here you go, third and goal at the goal line. Oh, all you got to do is catch it. Pass intercepted off the drop in the back of the end zone from the tight end, Moose Papineau with the INT. What would Atlanta do with it? Not much, but they would pin Jacksonville down inside their own 5-yard line, and then Jared Willis fumbles the ball. And look who it is to recover it, Jay Miraculous. Bryant Dynasty, Boo Chisholm, career high for touchdowns in a season for Boo, and Atlanta goes up 14-0. Early second quarter, Jordan Sight, the rookie. Oh, my goodness, one-handed interception going all the way, and this is an easy touchdown until the showboating. Oh, what are you doing? They don't call him the Joker for nothing. Jack Napier ruins a pick six. BDG Hollywood cleans it up. 21-0 now. Atlanta jumping all over Jacksonville. They mean business down the stretch of this season. Just 2 minutes after that Jordan Sipe interception, and wide open is Boo Chisholm again. 28-0. Atlanta had the lead in this one. What is going on in Jacksonville? Please, somebody from Jacksonville wake up. They would. Jordan Sipe deep. Grayson Willis and the Kings not done yet. Remember, the Kings in the last couple of weeks have beaten Arizona and Houston, 2 playoff contenders in back-to-back weeks. Oh, Kingston Ellington fumbled again, and look who it is, Jay Miraculous with his second fumble recovery of the game. Still in the first half, now late third quarter. Jacksonville did not make it easy, did not go away. Down 34-10. That's Kingston Ellington with the touchdown. But too much BDG in the Atlanta Swarm. BDG's in again with some toe tapping down the sidelines. And Atlanta gets to 6-6. So it is just a mess at the bottom of the standings at 6-6. You've got potentially Vegas if they can't turn it around. Houston plays tomorrow. Tulsa plays tomorrow. Lone Star plays tomorrow. Atlanta is 6-6. Canton is 6-6. Off the graphic, which means your playoff chances are pretty much zero at this point, but not officially eliminated. That's Carolina. That's Portland. And that's, who am I forgetting? One other at 6-6. They're just off the graphic, but a lot of teams at the bottom of the standings and or at the middle of the standings, I should say, bottom of the playoff standings, trying to get in, trying to fight their way through. Here are the main storylines, headlines of today, just to catch you up. The battle for the West going on right now on Next Level Sports. 17-0. Arizona leads Vegas at the half. The winner gets an automatic playoff spot. The loser falls into playoff purgatory. DC is hanging on to a top 4 spot. If they lose tonight, they will most likely lose their first round bye and be put back in the wild card. If they win, they clean it up, and a bunch of division winners end up playing in the wild card. And then you've got your sleeping giants. You've got Vancouver and Florida, 2 division winners already. Vancouver wrapped up the Pacific, and Florida wrapped up the East a couple of weeks ago. And right now they're trying to get first-round byes. Florida right now is at Louisiana, and with just a few minutes to go in that second quarter, it is 10-6. Florida on top of Louisiana. Louisiana needs a win to join that 6-6 threshold mess out there in the playoffs. And we've got a couple of games coming up later tonight on the SFL family of networks, DC and Baltimore, along with Vancouver and Los Angeles. And those games also mean big things to the playoff picture. So Florida's up 10-6. Vegas has to wake up. They're down 17-0 to Arizona. I'll see you back here for post-game to tell you what it all means heading into the final 6 games of the SFL regular season. Arizona leads 17-0 at the half. This has been the APM Music Halftime Report, and I'll be back to wrap things up after Colin and Rick finish things up at Fatality Field. Enjoy the second half, everybody.
Welcome to the start of the second half of play. Las Vegas. Kicker Matt Rage kicking off to Arizona. Scorpions lead 17-0. Vegas trying to climb out of the hole. Winner gets a piece of the West in a playoff spot. Loser, well, There's a whole lot of quandary at the very bottom of the playoffs. Then.
Especially if it's Las Vegas at 6-6. Arizona's, are they still in good shape? I don't know. We'll find out more at the end of this game from Cam. But right now, your Arizona Scorpions are laying claim to the West with a fairly sizable lead on the scoring challenged Las Vegas Fury. Their defense has contributed points in the last few games, but they haven't scored, and neither has the offense.
You mean the special teams?
Special teams.
You keep forgetting about the third base in the game.
I know. There's three. It must be sound in the kicking game.
Only 89 total yards for Vegas in that first half. 3 turnovers, 3 interceptions, 2 by Everett Garrison and 1 by Maurice Lloyd. Averaging only 3.4 yards of play and 7 yards on the ground.
There's a wandering run. Oh my gosh. Did you see that?
And Moses.
It's like almost like
Picks up the
Barry
first.
Sanders. Watch as he like wanders around, doesn't get touched.
Watch this. Whoop.
He'd already made like an S curve on his way out of the backfield at that point.
Max Jackson wrapped him up, and I counted 1 spin move, but there have been multiple times where he's made. Multiple spin moves.
Three spin moves.
They line up with an extra tight end in the backfield with a 3-person backfield. Jackson on the screen, but nobody was out there to block Solomon Crow, who knocks him out of bounds. No gain. I don't think that's how a screen is supposed to work.
Not sure if that was probably you're right. Probably was a broken play or a missed assignment on the on the Arizona side of the ball. Here, I want to welcome everybody back to Fatality Field here in Pahonix, Arizona.
It's Phoenix.
What?
Here's the gift to Moses up the middle. And he gains yardage onto the 47 to set up a 3rd and 7. Vegas desperately needs to stop. They want to climb out of this 17-point hole they dug for themselves.
That's right. Well, Las Vegas defense sparking up here, taking advantage of maybe a miscue by Arizona and playing solid. Just one more down here, get themselves off the field.
Here's Jackson, pumps.
Uh-oh.
Has time, has to dump
One
it
man.
short. It's the 1 man to the first down. Sticks. Jay Hayden was just sitting out there chilling. He could have made a whole pitcher lemonade while he was out there waiting for the ball, and the ball finally came to him, and he ran upfield.
Well, the defender, too, instead of running at the ball carrier, decided to run parallel to the ball carrier for a few yards, allowing that first down. Well, here we go.
London Gage in at the tailback position. A bunch up at the top for the Scorpions. Here's to get the Gage, swinging wide, cuts off a block from, I believe that's Sean Crooked, number 65 out there. And he picks up 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Interesting how the bunch at the top of the formation attracted a lot of Fury attention, and they just kind of give it to Gage, set the ball carrier, and let him wander around the other side of the formation.
Moses is back in. Jackson fires, caught for the first down, falling it backwards out of bounds. Is Connor Weston.
Well, Las Vegas sparks up and gets Arizona on their heels a little bit on that first set of downs, but 2 first downs later, and the Fury are in trouble.
2 tight ends, balanced line, offset eye.
Linebackers crowding the line too, threatening to showing pressure.
And they come with it, but Moses waits his way through traffic and carries defenders down to the 13.
Well done how Arizona offense picked up every one of the Fury defenders and creates a nice little result for Moses, Colin. What you staring at over there? Over here.
Broken tackle out there. That was number 74. Hardly Stone. Defensive end out there all the way downfield trying to make a tackle. 8 plays, 61 yards on the drive so far. Play number 9 is the run to Moses, and he's tackled in the backfield for a loss of 2.
Maybe I should have yelled 2.
You see the numbers there. Not so much a comparison. Moses up over to 125.
Oh, we went into the break with the Rick meter leaning Arizona and watching intently here on this opening drive for Arizona is the Rick meter staff. Brought to you by Pop-Tarts and Mountain Dew.
Here's a fumble. Fumble on the play, but it's recovered by one of the offensive linemen.
Wow.
Number 61 there.
Well, there's a heads-up play by the Fury, Colin. They don't change possession, but they do put him in quite a hole at 3rd and 21.
Bruce Banner, the center, fell on the ball.
Bruce Banner. You know, it reminds me of Bruce Berry. Bruce Berry was a working man. He used to load my Econoline van.
3rd and 21. Jackson. She'll go down. Sack time for Vegas. And this time it's a defensive back on the sack.
Does that take him out of field goal range? 4th and 28. Haven't seen that.
That's Luke Swift, the rookie, on a safety blitz from way back there. And
Way downtown. Took the express train. Well, I guess not.
Cliff Allen.
48-yarder.
Yeah, we're going to say it's about a 48-yarder. Ronnie Bass is the back quarterback holding. Kick on the way. It's good from 48 yards with 5:44 left. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music on Next Level Sports. Arizona's firmly in control. They're up by 20 at home. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after these commercial messages. Welcome back to Phoenix, Arizona. Scorpions in front 20-0. Kickoff is away from Cliff Allen. Doug Britton on the return. Cuts to his right and gets knocked down at the 26. Let's throw it to Cameron Irvine, who's got us a game break. What do you got, Cam?
Thanks, Colin. The Louisiana of old, bunch of field goals in this game. Late in the Second half, Florida trying to get more points on the board, and Blake Craze playing deep at linebacker gets the interception. That game now in the third quarter. Florida's up by 1. Remember, Louisiana needs a win to stay alive in the playoff picture. Back to Colin and Rick in Arizona.
Vegas trying to make something happen. Thank you, Cam. To avoid being one of those teams at 6-6, John Blades on the reception. First down at the 39.
Get another look at it here. Get some inside leverage, and Justin Green finds him for the first down. Let's see if this is the start of a furious comeback.
Only his 9th completion. He's up to 98 yards now, but he's thrown 3 interceptions. Back to throw. Sack time. For the second down this game, Hunter Norwood brings down the quarterback. A loss of 2.
The SFL Minor League is about to begin. Games kick off Friday, October 14th on SFL YouTube. And it's not too late to create your player and get him or her involved in the next rookie class. Season 20's rookie draft takes place December 17 and 18, so don't miss your chance. The sooner you create your player, the better your player will be on draft day. For more information, visit simulationfl.net.
Scott Johnson with his best run of the day makes it 3rd and 4 as he picks up 6. Of course, Vegas hoping that Louisiana doesn't beat Florida. Green's back to throw, fires deep down the field, pass intercepted. Eddie Gage on the return, upfield to the 45.
Wow, just when Las Vegas was looking to do some damage. An untimely pick. Not that there's such thing as a timely pick, I suppose.
Looking deep for Kirby.
Just a little underthrown again. Am I wrong?
You're not wrong. Kirby only 2 catches for 32 yards. Long at 28. And for Green, it continues to be a day to forget.
He's obviously not happy with his performance.
Here's Jackson. Fires over the middle. Hayden with the reception for the first down at the 44.
Well, as visually as in control as Arizona has looked, it's still technically, Colin, just a 3-score game. You'd think the differential would be larger at this point. Arizona sets themselves to the task of making it a 4-score game here.
Here's Moses, spins, carrying a couple defenders down to the 31 is Moses. And with that run, he's well up over 100 yards. Now.
He had a slow start, as you had pointed out, Colin, and you had noted that they needed to get him going, and that has happened really since, early in the second quarter? Mid-second quarter, he started to get on his horse.
122 yards on 19 carries. This is carry 20, and he'll say he got the yard to the 30.
Not much to show for that effort there.
Day Drury among the tacklers there for Las Vegas.
The tacklers.
DJ Punk, 3 grabs for 21 yards and 6 targets. Here is the give. And Moses, he's tackled in the backfield for a loss.
Hey, the final week of the SFL regular season continues tomorrow, and you can catch all the drama of the most critical games to the playoff picture at 8:45 p.m. in the East when Sioux Falls battles Tulsa in the Central. On Next Level Sports plus live look-ins on Lone Star, Mexico City. For a channel guide and more info about Next Level Sports, visit NLSC.com. And
Max Jackson with the interception. He stepped in front of the intended pass receiver, and they pick up Ashley Jackson for the second time this game.
Well, it's been a better quarter for the Fury defense than the first two, Colin. They get some stops and a pick, and only gave up 3.
First interception of the day for Jackson. The other interception, of course, going to Itera, who suffered that arm injury earlier.
Hasn't Ashley Jackson been picked off twice?
Yeah, Jackson has been picked up twice.
Oh, you're talking about
Johnson
yes,
spins and will pick up 7
the
yards.
other Jackson.
This is Scott Johnson.
On the picks. Max Jackson, Ashley Jackson, so many Jacksons.
Pick up a 7 for Johnson. Just 13 yards on 5 carries.
Well, 2nd and 3. Do they go for the deep shot like they did 3rd down and short last time? No, they try and run.
And
Well defended.
3, Sean Moore on the tackle. And they're starting to get in the realms of desperate territory here.
Well, I dare say Las Vegas is, whenever they're on the plus side of the field, the rest of the way, it's 4-down territory.
2 of 7.
They're backed up here on their own 30.
Green fires, complete the blades for the first down to the 37.
No worries, and Blade's been a pretty good player for them this evening. Colin, your thoughts?
He has. He's surprisingly been their leading receiver in terms of both receptions and yards. Play action by Green. Steps up in the pocket, throws, knocked down, incomplete.
I'm not sure where.
J.R. Lawless on the deflection.
Was that offline or just underthrown or both? Is it time we start talking about Joseph Green underthrowing his receivers? I'm not sure.
He's 10 of 22 now with that last incompletion.
Ugh. Come on, buddy.
2 receivers to the top side. Roberts, the tight end, to the bottom. Here they run Johnson on the stretch, and Scott Johnson will pick up yardage to the 49.
Well, that helps. We'll see if we get another playoff before the end of the quarter.
Weaving his way through traffic, nice block downfield by Blades. Eddie Gage eventually comes in, make the tackle. Perhaps we'll get one more playoff.
I think so.
It'll be a shotgun look. Joseph Green back to throw, dumps it over the middle to Roberts, the tight end. Picks up 4 yards with 2nd and 6. And the third quarter, Arizona in front. 20-0. You're watching the Simulation Football League, presented by APM Music on Next Level Sports. Welcome back to Phoenix, Arizona. The host Scorpions in control, leading 20-0. Las Vegas trying to get off the schneid here, facing a 2nd and 6. Scott Johnson on the carry, and Johnson breaks the tackle, picks up a first down.
We've seen some good plays, better plays from Las Vegas on both the positive and on the offensive and defensive sides of the ball. Hey, you know what else I want to tell you guys? APM Music is unrivaled music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore their library and to find the perfect tracks for your projects, visit apmmusic.com. What just happened there, Colin?
We had a deflection in the middle of the field, pass intended for John Blades. It'll be 2nd and 10. Coming up here, and Blades showing a little visible frustration. Even though he's caught 5 passes for 54 yards. It's just been one of those days for Vegas as an offense. Green changing the play at the line of scrimmage. Making his checks. He'll give off to Johnson. Johnson almost had no resistance. Gage tries to tackle him, but he's brought down at the 20-yard line. He'll be for Las Vegas. Let's go to Cameron Irvine after this replay. Nice run there by Johnson. Let's go to Cameron Irvine for a game break. Cam.
Thanks, Colin. Louisiana getting a touchdown on the board, their first of the day to Randy Squarebush. If Louisiana wins and Vegas loses, that is 6 teams at 6 and 6. Back to Colin and Rick at Fatality Field.
Ooh, not a situation anyone would want to be in. As Johnson picks up 4 yards, we've started to see Scott heat up a little bit.
Yeah, we have. As I said, Vegas is starting to play a little better, kind of slowly over the last quarter or so. But they're going to have to continue to pick it up and pick it up fast. Here's a good opportunity in the red zone.
Here's play action by Green.
Uh-oh.
Sack time. Took a little too long. Alex Constantine makes him pay.
Green, can't fault him for the thought process, Colin. He's trying to make something happen, but he knows better, and there's nothing there, and the rush is coming. Just throw that thing out the back of the end zone. Don't take the sack.
I get what they were trying to do, but it took a little too long, especially from the gun.
Green's got to remember he can't win the game with one play.
He throws for
there you go.
Wide open touchdown. Las Vegas, John Blades. And the offensive touchdown scoring drought is over.
There we go. Blades, my man. We've seen him be probably their best possession receiver so far tonight.
Found a huge gap in the secondary zone coverage.
Yeah, finds Jan seam in the zone. Oh, Grandpa, tell me more about how you found the seam in the zone.
8:58 to go in the game. Blades, 6 catches, 92 yards. Extra point is up and good by Matt Rach.
Well, that's important. 2-score game, just under 9 minutes to go. If Las Vegas defense can hold serve here, get the ball back for their offense, and don't call me mean Joseph Green, we might have something.
Here's a kickoff down to the 1. Fielded by Ryan Owens, bump of the ball. And Arizona fell back on top of it. Oh my goodness, Sean Allen was right there though.
See if we can get a better or a closer look at this thing.
Here's Owens on the return.
Easy, normal.
Boom.
Boom.
Right on the ball.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, that's.
I think Vegas got the ball. I was incorrect. I think Sean Allen
You
fell
think
on it.
Sean got it? I think well, since Vegas is about to snap the ball, you're right.
Oh my goodness. Joseph Green back to throw. Fires to Kirby. He's been awfully quiet. That's only his third catch.
Like that play. Green and the Fury offense is kind of taking what's out there. They know the Scorpion defense is a little shocked right now. And if they're going to play soft, they'll throw under. Let's see what happens here.
7 targets along at 28 for Kirby. Unusually quiet day by his standards. Green back to throw. Has to dump this off to Johnson. Johnson's first reception gets the first down to the 8.
Wow. Opportune time for a first catch. Gets a little yak. Picks himself up a first down. We still have over 8 minutes to go in the game.
They're now approaching almost 200 yards of total offense. 149 through the air, 61 on the ground. Let's see what they go with here. They run that stretch play. And this time Arizona diagnosed it perfectly. Edie Sachs and Hunter Norwood combine on the stop.
I'm going to call right now. They're going to look for something over the middle on a late cross in the end zone.
Good idea. Those guys have been open on arrow routes and drag routes across the middle of the field.
No.
Zone coverage.
No, it's a run play.
Johnson trying to weave his way. Only gets down to the 9 before Constantine stops shenanigans there.
Well, the playbook calls for 7 here. So it's clearly 4 down territory.
Yeah, field goal doesn't really help you.
No, it's still a 2-score game if you get a field goal.
Oh, throw to the end zone, knocked away.
That was that late cross I was looking for the previous down.
Sean Moore, the linebacker, with the bat down. Willie Tarver Jr., the intended receiver. And Rick, it looks like they're going to send out the field goal unit.
Guess so.
Guess they figured they're down by multiple scores. So
Yeah, but I mean, it's still going to take 2 possessions to either tie or take the lead.
Unless they think they can steal one.
Yeah, it's not. This is. I could be wrong depending on how this thing plays out, but that's a meaningless field goal.
Score now 20-10, 7:03 to go by Matt Rage. It'll be interesting to see what they do here. They elect to kick it deep and continue to play defense. Right out. This time he hangs onto the ball. Will get knocked down at the 23.
This time, well, we haven't checked in on the Rick meter in a while, and we've got this just in from the Rick meter team. Rick meter is saying full Arizona, full lean Arizona, predicting an Arizona win. Not impressed by the Las Vegas decision making, even though they have been playing better on both sides of the ball over the last 15 minutes of game time.
Throw over the middle, catch is made. Ryan Owens.
Here's another look at it. Kind of reaches out and grabs it. Are we going to Cam for a game break?
Yeah, let's go to Cameron Irvine for a game break. What do you got, Cam?
Thanks, Colin. It is tight around the league. Tommy Utah threw 9 interceptions in week 1 in a loss to Florida. This was his first of the day, but Ryan Davidson picks it off, and Florida still hanging around, trying to get that first-round bye with a DC loss and some help. Arizona's got another first down. Back to the Northrops in Phoenix.
Thank you, Cam.
Ooh, things continue to tight. It's Florida just hanging around. DJ Moses with this nice reception, though, picks up a first down as Jackson is quickly approaching the 200-yard mark on just 29 completions. Back to throws Jackson over the middle. Catch is made.
Second and short. More importantly for Arizona, clock's moving. Clock has quickly become the enemy of the Fury.
Which I think, to your point, Rick, that you made earlier, makes the field goal decision all the more puzzling.
Right. The Fury still needs to get their hands on the ball twice, and that assumes they can get the ball back from Arizona quickly and prevent Arizona from scoring along the way.
Moses picks up the first down to the 48. DJ's had a good game, certainly. He's now up to 123 yards on 22 tilts of the ball, also at 6 grabs for 20 yards. Rivera has 4 catches for 12 yards and a receiving touchdown. First. Here's Moses on the carry, follows the Rivera block. There he goes. He's got the alley down to the 32.
Another ground level look at Moses.
Beautiful block there.
Nobody's touched him yet. Look at this.
By Crooked.
First contact. Well, as the Fury begin to think about themselves being consigned to the 6-6 swamp. Got to be frustrating for them.
Yeah, they've had flashes of where they've been really good. And we know this is a team that during their winning streak earlier in the season,
yes,
when they scored points, Rick, they came in bunches. You know, they scored 41, 28. They scored 41 twice. They scored 33 in the loss to Arizona.
Oh my gosh.
And 24, this will be... they scored 17 versus Atlanta. This will be by far the lowest output.
Not pending any more scoring, obviously, right? But
yeah, they've won 39-41 in Week 12 versus Houston.
What has gone wrong with the
42-37 versus San Diego?
with the Vegas O? Any thoughts on that?
I don't know. They went through a 3-game losing streak where they lost by a couple score margins from Week 7 through 10. And then they had a 2-game winning streak to get them to 6-5, and then to get them to 6-5, and then they lost to Atlanta last week after opening up the season with 2 victories, including their vice war opponent, which we called live at the convention stage.
We
Moses
did, and there's a first down.
This is a team that's scored the 8th most points with 331, but they gave up 334 defense.
Oh, jeez. Well, on the other sideline, Colin, the Arizona Scorpions are looking like a team that's getting ready for the playoffs, right? I mean, they are just businesslike, workmanlike. Had a couple of miscues, 2 picks and a fumble.
On a kickoff return.
Yeah, but they're doing what they need to do to put themselves in good position, both from the standing-wise, the record-wise, but also just mentally and on the field performance.
And they scored 51 versus the same Scorpions in Week 5. We reached a 2-minute warning. You're watching the Simulation Football League presented by APM Music on Next Level Sports. Welcome back to Phoenix, Arizona. Scorpions in firm control, 20-10. DJ Moses tackled after a gain of 2.
Hey, coming up on the APM Music postgame update, Cameron Irvine is back at SFL Studios to wrap up this clash between the Fury and the Scorpions with first reactions to the Florida-Louisiana final and what it all means to the playoff picture, plus a preview of tomorrow's Next Level Sports matchups. Sioux Falls, Tulsa. It's all coming up on the postgame update.
There'll be a lot to sort out, that's for sure. 3rd and 8 from the 17, and they're lined up in a shotgun. They'll throw. Jackson over the middle, one-handed catch. Beautiful. Down to the 5, and Las Vegas will be forced to call their second timeout. Ryan Owens on the reception.
Hey, does your team have 6 wins or more this season? Then you still have a chance to make the playoffs. What are those chances? What are the potential first-round matchups? Who will be cheering? Who will you be cheering for on the league's final day of the regular season? Join Commissioner Cameron Irvine and his Scenario Show crew tonight at 11:15 p.m. in the East for a breakdown of the remaining 16 playoff scenarios live on the SFL's YouTube channel.
Moses gets the carry down to the 1, and Vegas will expend their final timeout with a minute 50 to go.
We were definitely this weekend is the last weekend of league play is always Gearhead Central, and I love it. So many things to look at and possibilities, and then start projecting outcomes through the playoff bracket.
It looks like Arizona will elect to take the knees from here.
That is going to do it. In terms of clock's not over yet, but everybody's agreeing to a truce here on the field. Of course, Arizona doesn't want to exert any more effort than they have to, keep their lineup in good shape, health-wise, right?
Exactly. And
yeah, you try and run a scoring play and you get some freak accident or something.
And for our wagering heads, the under will hit in this game, and Arizona will
cover easily.
cover easily.
Yeah. Yeah, boy, the over was never even sniffed at in this thing. Again, but more to the during the break, Colin, we were talking about, with Arizona only giving 2.5. Thought this was going to be more of a contest. Expected it, wanted it to be more of a contest.
Considering the last meeting between these two teams, 51-33, Vegas won as the field goal by Cliff Allen is up and good from 20.
So we'll get one more look, likely, is all at the Fury offense as they'll receive the kickoff here.
That was a 15-play, 61-yard drive.
Really?
That started with 6:58 left in the game.
Right. Yep, after the decision to kick the field goal instead of attempting to score the touchdown on 4th down by the Fury.
Doug Britton on the return.
Oh.
Stops. Oh, wait a
no.
minute. There he goes.
He's gotta go.
He's to the 50. He's to the 40.
Look at the half-hearted effort by the kicker.
10. Touchdown. Wow.
Uh-oh. I know a few people are going nuts right now.
Doug Britton, for the second time, and as many weeks has a kickoff return for a touchdown.
Wow.
It's not over yet.
Guess what? That field goal turns out to be important, assuming they can convert the PAT.
The light was going off in the booth as things were going.
Going crazy here. All right. Well, we'll keep an eye on that. Oh, this is an important PAT, Colin. Yes, indeed.
It is to make it 23-17, and it's good.
Definitely an important point there. As the old guy call sparks up there. Well, we are one successful onside kick and a dramatically short scoring drive away from a tie game.
They have no timeouts, does Vegas.
16 seconds, a lot of time.
Onside kick, ball's bouncing around, and I think Arizona fell on it.
They did. They did, and that will be it for these teams, as one kneel down will do it. Wow.
Doug
Britton.
with the little stutter step. That was the most amazing part.
He's a dangerous man.
Jackson kneels it down. Victory is 1,000 fathers. Well, defeat is an orphan.
Your final.
23-17, Arizona wins the West and secures a playoff spot.
Holy cow. Doug Britton makes it interesting in the last minute of play, but just not enough time left as the Fury start finding their mojo a little too late in this one, Colin.
Look at that total yards by Arizona. DJ Moses, 172 yards on the ground, 1 touchdown. Almost had a second one. But Ashley Jackson almost 200 yards passing.
You know what else, too? It's quiet 7 turnovers in this thing.
Normally turnovers are very loud, not quiet.
Would
But
you
you're
have
right.
guessed? Would you have guessed?
Cavallo with 3 field goals. Eddie Gage and an interception. Doug Britton finishes with 249 return yards and the 1 touchdown.
Well, Arizona prevails. The road to the West did indeed run through Arizona, and it's the hometown favorites.
Meanwhile, Vegas will just have to sit and wait as they now join a laundry list of teams that goes 6-6. They had their moments late. The special teams provided a huge spark. Burton had 2 good returns, including that last one for a touchdown, but ultimately, it was too much of that man, DJ Moses, who I believe to be playing.
There's your hesitation stop. Sorry. You called that earlier from memory. Sorry, go ahead.
And there's Burton on the return. And
TJ Moses?
DJ Moses.
DJ Moses, sorry.
Should be, in my opinion, player of the game.
Well, let's see what we got.
Drum roll, please. It is DJ Moses. He also has 24 yards, so he's close to 200 all-purpose yards. Congratulations to him. Thanks to our statisticians, Zach Wildorf and Justin Resides. Cameron Irvine is our executive producer extraordinaire. For Colin Northup, Rick Northup, good night, everyone. And goodbye.
We are following it all here from SFL headquarters as the Florida Storm were down 26-10, scored a touchdown, got a 2-point conversion, got the football back, now driving to the Louisiana 18-yard line. That game is 26-18 right now, and if Florida wins, they would eliminate the Louisiana Revolution from playoff contention, so we're keeping an eye on that. Final score from Arizona. Oh, Florida has just scored a touchdown. It is now a 2-point game. What fireworks at the end of this block here in SFL action. If you want to watch that game, and myself, you can go to twitch.tv/simulationfl for a look at that game. Veridin Zarkov from Ron Cochran, 26-24, 27 seconds left. Florida will be going for 2. They right now are trailing Arizona, who just won the West and improves to 8-4, clinches a playoff spot. Arizona is still in line for a first-round bye. If DC slips up against Baltimore, the 2-point conversion for Florida is good in the back of the end zone, and Louisiana has blown a 16-point lead on the SFL Twitch channel, and that game is now tied at 26. Unbelievable stuff in Week 14 of the SFL. You just absolutely never know. For Vegas, they have fallen into 6-6 hell. They are now the 5th team with a 6-6 record with their loss. Their offense back-to-back weeks has not shown up. Arizona wins the game convincingly, 23-10 over Las Vegas. And the Fury, who missed the playoffs last season at 6-6, could miss it again at 6-6. They had beaten Arizona 5 straight times, and that win streak is now over. Coming up later tonight, D.C. takes on Baltimore. Baltimore's locked into the number 2 seed despite London winning earlier today, as London has common games tiebreaker over Baltimore by virtue of their win over Minnesota earlier this season. D.C. can clinch that first round bye with a victory, and then Vancouver trying to keep themselves alive for the bye, although that is very unlikely now that Arizona has won and improved to 8-4. They're taking on Los Angeles essentially for seeding. We will preview tomorrow's games and see if we have an update for you from Florida and Louisiana right after this break. We'll preview tomorrow's final day of SFL regular season action coming up on Next Level Sports. You won't want to miss it. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to the SFL postgame here on Next Level Sports. And Louisiana has done the unthinkable. They have blown a 16-point lead over against the Florida Storm. They were up 26-10 with less than 2 minutes to go. Once the backups come in, they do not come out. And Florida, that is the second time that has ever happened in SFL history. The first time it happened was at Tulsa, San Diego, but this is a blown lead of epic proportions in the biggest of spots for the Revolution. They have just been eliminated from the playoffs. 29-26, Florida gets the win. They also improved to 8-4, so them and Arizona are now still in the running for that first round bye if DC were to slip up. That is a shocking loss for the Louisiana Revolution, and that one is that's going to take a long time to get over. I think if you're on that Revolution staff, that is a really unfortunate way to go for the Louisiana Revolution. We don't know if they would have made the playoffs anyway with a victory or not. That I guess we won't know until the scenario show tonight. But that is it for Louisiana. What a shocking loss for the Revolution. Okay, tomorrow night, Tulsa takes on Sioux Falls. The Sparrows have not won in Tulsa since 2018. Tulsa is 6-5. They are on the outside looking into the playoffs as of this moment. But with Vegas's loss, Tulsa will actually sneak in potentially into that top 12. They're in with Lone Star and Houston in that three-way 6-5 tie. All the 6-6 teams are technically mathematically still alive, and Tulsa will be in essentially a must-win situation tomorrow. They cannot win the division. Sioux Falls can. They do that with a win over Tulsa. If Sioux Falls loses and Minnesota beats Indianapolis tomorrow, then Minnesota is your Central Division champions. Over in the South Division, you'll see Fort Worth take on Houston, and you'll also see Lone Star take on Mexico City. In that division, if Fort Worth wins and Mexico City loses, Fort Worth is your division winner. Lone Star and Mexico City will be a part of our live look-in coverage for that event. So that is all for us at the SFL today. Arizona wins the West 23-10 over Las Vegas. I've been Cameron Irvine. We'll see you right back here tomorrow at 8:45 p.m. Eastern. Have a great night, everybody.